Right, the Tudor house is nearly complete, but there is one obvious feature missing, and that is the roof. So we'll deal with that now. To build a roof, the roofs would almost always overhang, so we need to build a triangle front and back, and then place a roof on top of that. So if we just try and get a look at this front beam just here. Okay, so to start with, zoom in a bit. To start with, we will draw a rectangle on the top of this beam, and let's pull that up. Perhaps not very far, just far enough to make it definitely a 3D object. I'll just make it a bit smaller. Eventually the roof will overhang this part here. I mean, I know no one's going to live in the building, but if it were a proper building, we would try to keep out any drafts at that point. So what we want to do next then is, if we get the pencil tool, if we run along this, we will see a point where it hits the midpoint just there. And we're going to draw that line midpoint to midpoint. And then if we get our move tool, we can just pick up that line there, and we want to come up on the blue axis. That's great. Maybe just want to come out a bit now. It's sometimes a little fiddly to get hold of exactly what you want, but if you zoom in and out, you can usually get what you want. Okay, right. Yeah, a bit more, I think, just a little bit more. Height on that point. All the while I'm looking for on blue axis. That means I'm taking it vertically straight upwards. Okay, with that in place, I think I'll triple click, right click, make component, Tudor roof front. Great, and then we can just rotate around, and if you've been following all the lessons, you probably know what's coming next. We get the move tool, press shift, a little bit tricky this one, but click and drag, and there we go, we have two of them. Okay, so that's your first roof in place. Now it actually looks like that's overhanging over there, so I'm just going to move it. Just going to move it here. That should, yeah, that looks better. So there we are, the first stage in Tudor roof construction. We now have the two, the front and back of the triangles.